Hello, and welcome to the Prop Lounge. It's extra loungy, and I have a special guest all the way from Amsterdam.
I came back to vote.
Prop 7. Woo! It's about daylight savings time. This prop is to get rid of daylight savings time.
No,
Not necessarily.
I don't wanna.
Oh yeah, I guess it's true. Because what it'll do is make it like daylight. The voters will say they don't want daylight savings time, and then Congress has to decide if they also don't want it, and then the president has to decide if they don't want it also.
Well,
So
we're
maybe
voting now to say if we want to change it in the future, then we're allowed to.
We're saying we don't want it anymore if we vote for it.
I really like daylight
But then
savings.
but if we vote for it, it doesn't mean that we're choosing either the winter time or the summertime. We would still have to figure that out in the future.
Yeah, I don't know which one we're gonna keep or which one we're gonna get rid of. That's true.
Basically, like, do you want to change it in the future at any time? Do you want it possible to change?
Well, I mean, the idea is that we wouldn't have it. We wouldn't be moving back and forth. We have pick
Right.
one and stick with it.
Did you know that like most of Western Europe is also voting on it?
No,
That they're also like gonna get rid
wow,
of it
you're
and
really
choose
bringing a
between-
global perspective to the last.
I
Prop
know.
Lounge.
I'm
Okay,
so glad I'm
because
recording.
The Last Week Tonight Dutch version, the Dutch version of Last Week Tonight, like John Oliver,
Mhm.
which I think you've mentioned in a previous
The dialysis one, check him out.
Prop
bringing it all
A.
together. But there's like this Dutch sarcastic news satire thing, and he did a whole segment on the fact of like why you should not choose summertime for all time, because the sun sets too late and it fucks with your clock.
Well, yeah, okay, so let's get to the meat of it. So the thing about daylight savings time, the reason that people are saying it's bad is because the spring forward where you lose sleep, people tend to lose 40 minutes of sleep on that day, and you see an increased risk of a bunch of shit. Like, people are more likely to have like accidents that day, like car crashes, also just minor injuries, productivity is down. People who suffer from like anxiety and depression are more likely to have a major incident. Like,
Oh,
it's a bunch of shit. So it kind of, apparently it's pretty
they're
actually
like we
bad.
shouldn't do that.
Yeah, like maybe we shouldn't do that anymore. And I always thought it was like, oh, so kids didn't have to go to school in the dark or something like that. That's why we have. But apparently that's not the thing. Apparently, like Benjamin Franklin used to be like, it's like having more daylight hours. And now people argue that it's like about saving energy. But apparently, because you have more daylight hours, even though you're using less electricity for lights, you're offsetting that by using more air conditioner, which actually burns more energy than a light bulb. So
I mean, also, you never have more hours in the day. It's just like at
more
a different
daylight
time.
hours, though. More daylight hours.
But it's daylight whenever the sun comes up. It's not like, if the sun comes up at 7, that's when the day starts.
Some people aren't
just
up
saying.
when the sun comes up, though.
What?
Some people aren't up when the sun comes up.
That's true. I'm never up.
Me
And
neither.
I would have said, always summertime. I love it. You wake up later. I mean, the sun comes up later. You have to wake up at the same time. And the sun sets later, and it's beautiful. You can sit outside. And I totally would have voted for that until I learned more about the fact that if you actually kept that all year round, then during the winter, this day would start too late. And then you would have to go to school and work in the dark. And if you live up, like maybe in Central California, it doesn't feel like a big difference. Like sunsets at 7:30 or 6:30, like whatever, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But if you live all the way in fucking the Netherlands, is further up, and like the sun setting at 5:30 or 6:30 makes a big deal. But apparently the sunset is not the issue. The issue is the sunrise. If it rises at 9:30 in the morning or like 10 in the morning, that's too late. You can't start your day at 10 in the morning. But if you kept winter time,
Look,
all the schools
can
start
I
at
do
8:30.
that?
My drink.
Hold on. Can I
the
please?
the schools are not about to change their times. Your office isn't about to change your start time just because like you kept summertime.
Yeah, that's very true.
The summertime hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, yeah, but I feel like maybe we should just get rid of it, though.
But it wouldn't necessarily happen if we voted here. Like
Yes.
we would still have a
But
process.
this is the start.
It's a
It's like
first step.
taking a first step to say I want to get rid of it.
Just starting the conversation.